What's up YouTube, Forte's video with a full 4 times week to Dragon Pokemon team. Now this is a very special video for me because it marks pretty much my 10-year anniversary on YouTube was a couple of days ago, and also my birthday was a couple of days ago too. So I actually did my birthday on the 16th and I did my YouTube channel on the 17th of August. So just a little bit over 10 years ago, and man, if my future and past self would have been talking together, it would have been a very funny conversation. Basically, I would have been saying, you know, I'm doing videos in the future, it's been 10 years, and my old self would have been like, I don't believe you, you're talking rubbish while eating my cold can of spaghetti and baked beans for the 300th time that day. Things are pretty rough then, and I just want to say thank you very much. I appreciate all the help you guys have given me over the years, and it's definitely given me a life for sure. And I thought I'd cover a pretty interesting topic today, a inverse battle. So normally there's nothing that's, 4 times super effective against Dragon, but in this special sort of battle, you can do that. So normally with the inverse battle, you've got fire and grass. So fire is super effective against grass. Normally in grass is not very effective against fire, but in these battle, grass, for example, is going to be super effective against fire, and fire is going to be not very effective against grass. In retrospect, ghost is going to be super effective against normal, not be able to hit at you normally, and electric is going to be able to hit ground, which is pretty cool. There's a little type chart on it if you're interested in seeing all the little type matchups and things like that. There's also a couple of other cool things too, like stealth rock still comes into play. A ring target's completely useless, but I've compiled some battles and they were pretty hilarious, and I really hope you enjoyed them. Let's see if we can shoot for, let's go for a light goal of 3,000 today, people. And once again, I want to say I really appreciate all the support and love over the years. And let's get into it. All right, Inver, it's time to destroy. So the first Pokemon we got here is a Golek. Now, these battles are 3v3. So there was only 3 Pokemon, which are 4 times super effective against Dragon, which was Mawile, Mega Mawile, and Klefki. Now, Majana isn't in this game. Unfortunately, they would have given me another Pokemon, but it's all good, I've got 3. Now, Steel is actually a horrible type in inverse battles, because if you think about it, normally it's got a lot of, resistances, right? In these battles, it's probably, the worst type that you have. Alright, so we're going to swap into Stompy here. Now, I've got Choppy, and I've got Stompy. Now, Stompy's got Intimidate, which I want to go with. This is probably the best Pokemon on the team. Now, we got the Golek going for Zen Headbutt, which is a Psychic type, which, of course, is super effective, and Stompy is going to get stomped. Oh, this is not a good start, people. So I was thinking, what should I bring in now? Should I bring in my Chompy this time? I've got on my Chompy set, it's a special one. My Stompy is a physical one, and my Klefki right is more of a support sort of scumbag set. Alright, so more into those a little bit later. So we're going to go into Chompy here. Now, we've lost one already, so this is really bad situation here. Now we have the Golek going for another Zen Headbutt. I'm able to live that one, and the Fire Blast is going to hit. That was the only move I could really do against the Golek. Does some really solid damage, but doesn't take it out. We've got on this set Flash Cannon, Fairy Wind, Fire Blast, and Shadow Ball. Choice Specs and Sheer Force, Max Health, Max Special Defense. Now, will to be noted here that all the Pokemon that I'm versing on are Max IVs and EV Train. They're very, very good, and they've also adapted to inverse style battle too. Alright, so I'm down to my last Pokemon already. I'm getting absolutely destroyed by this Golek. All I've got left is my Boo Boo keys, and this set is pretty scummy. We've got Thunder Wave, Substitute, Swagger, and Foul Play. Max Health and Max Defense, we've got the Prankster. So firstly, what we're going to do, right, is we're going to give a little bit of a swagger to that Golek, hoping it hits Stealth and Confusion, which it does. So Golek has absolutely buried that. Man, I nearly got swept by a Golek with Zen Headbutt there. I always wanted that to happen. So the next Pokemon we got is Rhyperior. It's okay, there's no way I'm going to be able to take this out in the wide world of taking out with Foul Play. So I'm going to need to go for 3 swagger against this thing, right? So going for the Thunder Wave, that was really cool. You got to use Thunder Wave against ground type Pokemon. And now we've got Dragon Tail. It's got a Dragon type move, and it does so much damage to me. That was 4 times super effective. If I wasn't running Max Health, Max Defense, then I would have been toast. Can you imagine a little Klefki on toast? It's like getting your car keys right, getting a piece of bread out of the freezer, putting in the toaster, then putting your keys on the piece of bread and toast. Actually, that's not a good idea. Don't try that one at home. All right, so now we got the Rhyperior being confused. Right, we're going for the Power Fusion. Then I can go for the scummy Foul Play, but it's going to land a Dragon Tail against me. I just got swept by Dragon Tail. Alright, people, that was the first battle. That was an absolute, wrecking fail there. Let's get on to the second one. So I blacked out. I lost all my Pokemon. Pokemon money. Inver stole, like, low-key stolen, like, 1 million Pokemon money from me. Alright, so I'm going to scurry back to the Pokemon Center and give this another go. So, with Inver, right, there's a big pool of Pokemon that they can choose, so it's not the same ones every single time. So, it can be like anything, and of course, all of them are max IV as well, and they've adapted to this. Now, this time, we got the Inver leading with a Trevenant. So, Trevenant is a little bit annoying matchup for my Mawile, well, my special one that is, because normally in a non-inverse battle, I would use Choice, Spec, Sheer Force, Fire Blast, and Shadow Ball, right? Now, the only other two moves I got are Flash Cannon and Fairy Wind, and Fairy Wind is exactly like bringing the cavalry, so we're going to have to go for the Sheer Force Flash Cannon. So, Trevor's going to go for Protect here. There's the problem about this Pokemon too, it's quite bulky, so I know that it's definitely going to live a Flash Cannon, right? And Grass is actually going to be super effective against Steel, right? However, instead of going for a Grass attack, it's going to go for Curse. It's like, okay, that's actually not too bad, so it's going to sacrifice half its health. Then I was like, oh, is it going to have like Harvest, right? I'm not sure what its item is. So we're going to go for Flash Cannon, and now I'm going to take it out with a crit. I think that crit actually mattered, but that was really good. Like a good start to the battle, a solid start there, getting some nice experience too. Now, also, they're level 65, so I thought it'd be fair to make my Pokemon level 65 as well. So taking a little bit of damage from the curse, and now we got Flygon. It's like, okay, so we got probably the biggest count here, Flygon being a Dragon-type Pokemon, and it's going to have Stab. So it's not going to be like the Rhyperior from before, right, having like a weak Dragon tail. This thing is going to hit really, really hard. So I was thinking, what should I do here? I can't swap out because I'm guessing it's got something like Dragon Claw. I don't know all the sets are off by heart, or I don't even really know them at all at this point. I just sort of like know them from after seeing them after doing these battles, right? So the Dragon Claw is going to take me out. There's nothing I can do against that. I've still got another Mawile, and I've got Klefki. Now, my movesets were a little bit different at the start. I then adjusted them a little bit too. So the movesets I told you, the ones I probably had at the end. So now we got the Boo Boo Keys. I was hoping I could go for a Swagger, maybe take it out. That could be my best like option there. Like apart from that, it was going to outspeed like most of my team. So now we got the Booper Kids going for the swag here. I'm really going to take out this Flygon. If it hits itself right, that's really good, because then I can go for Foul Play, and you know, that'll do a lot of damage to the Flygon. I might be able to get a substitute up as well. Now at this point, I actually didn't have Thunder Wave. I was running Light Screen on it, so I had a little bit of a different set. I had like Max Health, Max Defense with Light Screen. I later actually changed it on to having the Thunder Wave. Alright, so we're going to go for another Swagger against the Flygon. This now it's going to hit itself in Confusion like really, really hard. That's what I was hoping for anyway. And it's going to get through with the Swagger. Like, that's right, +4 in attack. And Boober Keys is going to go back to the key cutting shop. Now, I've got one more Pokemon left, which is my Mawile. And this is my Mega Mawile. Now, I've got on this one, Iron Head, Play Rough, Fire Fang, and Sucker Punch. That was the set I had at the start. Now, the other one had Sword Dance, Iron Head, Play Rough, and Fire Fang. That's the one I'm using at the moment. So I did sort of like swap up my sets after doing a couple of battles. So Stompy is probably the best Pokemon team. Like, you know, with Mega Mawile, it's a very, very good Pokemon. On this one, I've got Max Speed and Max Attack. That's what I had on both of them. So go for that Mega Evolution. Enjoy it while you can, people. I don't use Megas very often, and you know, probably a little bit more standard set too. I kind of had to though, because all my team was very weak. It was like using. Alright, put it this way, right? It's like using a mono ice type team, right, normally. Alright, so I'm going to get destroyed by Flygon, and that's 0 for 2. Oh, no. So things aren't going too hot at the moment, people. I've got it, you know, this is my 10th year special. I've got to win a battle. Oh, man. So I've lost another 7,800, and we got to get into this game. We got to destroy Inver. So this is a third battle against Inver, and of course, the first Pokemon is the Altara. So we're faced with another Dragon-type Pokemon. All right, so leading things off this time is Chompy. I like to lead with Chompy a lot of the time. It's sort of like it's a coverage on its special moves, sort of like helped me get a good lead most of the time, and if not, I could still bring in my Mega Mawile afterwards. Usually my Mega Mawile was the best. Klefki was very, very handy, and then, you know, the Mawile was sort of like, it either won me the match or lost me the match. Okay, so Altara is going to outspeed me and go for Dragon Pulse. Oh, this is where I could have really used that Klefki with Light Screen. But guess what, people? In this battle, I didn't actually have it. It was the Thunder Wave one. Alright, so Altara is going to just Friday video me with Dragon Pulse here at the moment. I've got my other Mawile, and I've got my Klefki as well. So thinking with Klefki, I could go for Thunder Wave, and then I could go for Swagger right and try and shut it down. Or I could bring in my Mawile and just go for like a not very effective move against it. Decided to go to Boo Boo Keys. I thought that would be my best option here. Hoping I could get my, you know, Parafusion going. Then I can go for the foul play, which is a pretty nice move. All right, so now we're going to go for the Thunder Wave. Also, the good thing about this was it wasn't like a dark type Pokemon. Those nerfs didn't exist back then too. I loved how fluent X and Y ran as well when you compare it to Sun and Moon. Just like even if you notice the Mega Evolution Pool. So I just lived that one somehow. There must have been those extra EVs in special events, people. And this is going to go down in one more shot. So I got to make sure, right, I can get that swagger up. If I get the swagger up, right, I could pop like a substitute up, leftovers recovering my health nicely there. That'll be really, really good. Then I'll be all like prepared for the next Pokemon. That was my game plan anyway. So now Altaria, hopefully it's going to hit itself with Confusion. Then I can get some more damage against it. And that is not going to be the case. We're going to get hit by another Dragon Pulse, man. This is not good. I'm getting destroyed at the moment. So I think, this is, I did another team like this. I did a 4 times weak to normal team. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. These were both very difficult teams to do because I had, quite a lot of weaknesses, right? All right, so now we're going to go into my Mawile against my Mega Mawile. The good thing about this, right, is I can go for, Fire Fang. I could go for... I'm just looking. Sucker Punch. Any of those kind of moves would be good against the Altaria. I know that I can outspeed it too. And, it's paralyzed as well. It's not those super... I'm guessing they're probably running, max speed, max attack on it, right? All right, so go for that scummy Mega Ring again. I really like the Mega animation there at the start. I think it did that because, what I did with these battles, right, normally you can only verse Inver a day, so I sort of, I did the battles over a course of time. All right, so now we're going to go for Sucker Punch here against the Altaria. I was hoping it didn't go for any statusy move. And crits! What is it going to berry? I'm like, what is this berry going to be? It's going to have a special attack berry. I was like, oh no, if this lands, I'm toast. And it hit herself in Confusion. Man, I was so lucky there. It didn't take it out, but that actually gave me the opportunity to take out the Altaria, which is really good. That would have been an Altaria sweep. There would have been a Flygon sweep, an Altaria sweep, and nearly a Rhyperior Dragon Tail sweep. Okay, so Altaria's down, and we did it, people. We won. That was a third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. Now, I thought I was going to win this battle, right? And then Rhyperior came out again. It's oh, here we go again. It's going to be a destruction. Can I do this? Or am I going to lose 3 in a row? All right, I was sort of celebrating that I got around the Altaria, but I still had to think about the 2 other Pokemon. So the problem about this is I can go for the Fire Fang or the Iron Head. I was sort of hoping Fire Fang would actually get a Fleecher or a Bird. Does some really good damage there. And I get a Fleecher or Fire Fang. You would not believe that. That was exactly what I needed, right? Remember, Iron Head would have been not very effective and done hardly any damage, and I may not even got a Fleecher. So that was so lucky against the Rhyperior. This is that payback from that Rhyperior from earlier on. This is the payback I needed. So going for, man, imagine getting Fire Fang from that Mawile. Rhyperior lives on 1 health. It has Dragon Tail. You're joking right now. So the only reason I lived that one because it wasn't stab. I can go for any move. I can go for Sucker Punch and take this Rhyperior out. Then a low key goes for a Rock Polish. So now we're going to go for Sucker Punch and take it out. That was really, really lucky. I don't know what was more luckier, me living that or the Rhyperior living that. I mean, it's not a battle if the opponent doesn't live on 1 health. The merch is available. So now we got our Granbull as the last Pokemon. Now Granbull doesn't have Intimidate, and guess what, people? Sucker Punch is going to be super effective against it because of the inverse play, right? So go for the Sucker Punch there, and guess what? Granbull is going to hit really hard and go down. Man, that was really good. That was a clutch. That Mega Mawile clutch was impressive. So we ended up winning the 3rd battle. I didn't think I was going to win it at that point. We had some serious counters there. We had Altaria. And then we had the Rhyperior Dragon Tail. So 2 really good counters there. Man, Inver got destroyed there. However, people, I'm only 1 for 3 at the moment. We've got to have a couple more battles. All right, so as said, Inver's got a big inventory of different Pokemon too. So I sort of want to do a lot of different battles against all the teams. All right, so first we got is the Steelix here. So I'm leading things off with Chompy as usual. Now Chompy can go for a Flash Cannon and end this Steelix's entire career. Or we could go for a Fairy Wind. Fairy Wind was terrible. So go for the Flash Cannon there. Powered up by the Sheer Force boost there. Oh, man, I find that beam and hit Steelix in the head, and it's going to go down. Man, that was a really, really good start getting rid of Steelix. Then again, Steelix isn't probably the best Pokemon in inverse battles either. It's like using those Steel-type Pokemon. All right, so next Pokemon we got is the Marowak here. Now, I'm locked into Choice Scarf Flash Cannon, so probably not the greatest matchup against Marowak. No, I wasn't really sure what Marowak was going to do here. It can't go for any ground-type moves, so okay, that's actually not too bad. It can't go for a fire-type move. What is Marowak actually going to be able to do to me? I was thinking, should I just, like, keep it in and see what it's going to do? That's what I decided to do. I decided to keep it in just in case there's anything bad. Marowak's going to leave. It's got Outrage. What? What does it have Outrage for? Out of all the moves to have, it's got Outrage, and Outrage is going to body my mobile there. So, lucky it didn't swap in, like, my Mega Mobile or my Clef Key. So, it's going to be locked into that one. The good thing about Marowak, it's only got a little bit of, like, it's only got a little bit of speed, so it's not that fast. So I was like, okay, I can go for the foul play here, and that should take out the Marowak. I'm going to outspeed it. Marowak's got, like, quite a good attack stat, too, so this should be enough to suffice to take it out. Thank goodness it does, because Marowak would have definitely taken out my Boober Keys with the Outrage, getting to, like, that nice, fresh experience. Now, we got one more Pokemon left, and it's Golurk again. Perfect, perfect. I need some revenge on Golurk. Golurk absolutely destroyed me in the first battle. So I've got, there's one more Pokemon running. I've got my Boober Keys, and I've got my Mega Wild. So things are looking real toasty at the moment. So go for the Thunder Wave there. This time I've got Thunder Wave to use against the Golurk. I love using Thunder Wave against ground type Pokemon. I would really, really love this, inverse battles to be like a thing. So now we know that it's going to go for the Zen Headbutt again. I can take this as a 2-hit KO. As I said, I'm very bulky in defense. So I've got to go for the Swagger now and then get the Substitute up and then go for Foul Play. Foul Play is not going to be very effective, but that's cool. As long as I can get like a couple of Swaggers up against this thing, it will be right. It's like even a little bit of damage, and then I could go for like, probably like I'm looking at my Mega Wild. I can go for a Fire Fang, or that Fire Fang. That's going to be the move I can go for, like easy on that. Okay, so we've got the Swagger up against the Golurk there. And I just stop for a second. When you look at Golurk for a second, that Band-Aid on, is that a metal Band-Aid or is it an actual bit? Like, it looks like a Band-Aid, right? It's like a Band-Aid across the chest. Is it made out of metal? Anyway, so go for the Swagger and hoping that Golurk will hit itself with, confusion and take itself away. Like, I don't even want to attack at this point. It's going to snap out and Zen Headbutt's going to load. Are you serious? That was really, really unlucky there. And my Boober Keys is going to go down. So all I've got left is my Mega Wild. It's not confused at the moment. The only thing about it, it's paralyzed. It's taken a little bit of damage, but man, I've got to get my revenge. This thing like swept me in the first battle. So went to the Shiny in my Wild. Now, getting that Intimidate up, I don't think it's going to matter at all because it's got all those... actually, that's going to be worse for me because if it did manage to hit itself in confusion, it would like done like less damage. But it's not confused, so it doesn't really matter. So now I could go for the Fire Fang. That's my best option here. I was like, is this going to be enough to take it out? It's like, what should I do? Like, is it going to miss? Like, I was thinking, or should I go for Iron Head and get like more of a chance of a flinch, then go for the Fire Fang afterwards? I decided, bugger it, let's go for the Mega and let's do it. So going for a Mega, every time I did that, I'm not sure why I did that. I think like every after battle, like I'd reset it. So I had to do the, Mega Mobile animation like over and over again. Like, the trainer going up and pressing on the Mega Ring. Anyway, so go for Iron Head. I thought this is my best bet here. Let's go for Iron Head, take it out. It's going to still do some good damage, and Golurk is down. So that was pretty good. We got rid of the Golurk. We're even at the moment. We're even. It's 3-2. It's 3-2. So this has got like one more battle here. Can I actually even the score up, or am I going to get wrecked 4-2? That's the question. Okay, so last battle against Inver. I thought like 5 to 6 battles would be enough against it. It's a pretty good team. Like after about 4 to 5 battles, you get a good like range of battling all the teams and stuff. All right, so the first Pokemon here we got is the Kecleon. So Kecleon is a normal type. So that means I can go for a super effective Shadow Ball against it, which is really cool. So I actually sort of like thought that'd be a good move on it to bring against like any normal types too. So now Kecleon's gonna have Slash. I'm like, oh no, this is bad because that's super effective. It doesn't like, if that critted, I would have gone down in one shot. Now Kecleon is gonna go down to a Shadow Ball this time, and I'm still gonna have 3 Pokemon left, which is really good. The good thing about having my Shadow Balling my Wild right is even if it goes down the next turn, I can see what like the next Pokemon is going to be. Also, if my voice is a little bit like different than normal and croaky, like I don't know, like I think I'm coming, maybe you have a little cold or something. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, that's why. All right, people, here we go. We got some revenge. It's Flygon. We got to take Flygon at this time. Last time Flygon absolutely bodied us, like absolutely bodied us. I'm just looking at me, but I think we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is the decider. This battle is actually the decider. All right, so I'm going to hit by the Dragon Claw here, obviously, and my Mobile is going to go down. So this time I'm running a Clef Key, and it's got Thunder Wave. So I thought, okay, if I can get the Clef Key to use the Thunder Wave right against the Flygon, then it's not going to be fast, right? So now we're going to go to our Booper Keys. We got a Booper Keys going. Now I can go for, on my Mega Mawile, right, I can easily go for a, like a Play Rough, play rough, an iron head, not go for play rough, or even go for a fire fang or a sucker punch rub. So getting that thunder wave on the Flygon was really, really important there. And now Flygon's going to go for the Dragon Claw, and man, I got body, so I'm down to one more Pokemon left. This is like deja vu from that. I think it was the second battle we come across the Flygon. Can we take the Flygon out, people? Can we come and clutch here? We've only got one more Pokeball left. Right, in comes Stompy. We're about to stomp the opponent. Now, we've got Flygon left and one other. So, firstly, we're going to get an Intimidate boost. That is not going to matter because I'm 4 times weak. Weak to the Dragon. Now, I can either go for Iron Head to go for a flinch, or go for Sucker Punch. I was thinking either one of them will do pretty good against Flygon. Flygon doesn't have like the most bulkiest defenses in the world either, and it's paralyzed too, so it could actually get paralyzed and not even like attack me at all. That'd be like the best, best case scenario there for me. All right, so go for the Fire Fang there. I was like, one of those 3 moves, definitely not play rough, and Fire Fang does some amazing damage, taking out the Flygon for super effective damage. Man, it's hard to actually narrate an inverse battle because you'll be thinking things like the normal mechanics, but then you'll be like, oh, it's not the normal mechanics. Everything's like flipped around. All right, so the last Pokemon is the Abomasnow. Now, this is actually really bad because Abomasnow has super effective Blizzard and Giga Drain, any Ice type, Grass type moves. So go for the Scum Rough there, and that is enough to take out the Abomasnow. And we did it, people. We beat Inver. Man, those battles are really, really fun. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's like a, something a little bit different, and a theme team that's all mixed around. Probably something you didn't, expect either. Now, I have done another one of these battles before. If you check out, I think it was the 4 times weak to normal, I think it was, or 4 times super effective against normal. I'll probably leave that in the description of the video. I can't quite remember which one it was, but yeah, it was a good battle too. And you can only do it once a day too, and you get like a little, I think I got a citrus berry for that. But that's pretty much it for today's video, people. I really hope you enjoyed it. It was really good fun, and I just wanted to say too, or take the time to say thank you, everyone, for the support you given me over the last 10 years. I don't know if I'll be here in another 10 years, but I'm gonna make this statement now. I'm not sure. I don't think I'll be here in another 10 years. I might be, but if my future self could please give me hope to be here in 10 years, that'd be cool. I'll make a deal pact now. In 10 years, I'll go back to this video and play this clip. I'm not sure that I'll be, still be making YouTube Pokemon videos, but like in 10 years, 10 years is a long time, guys, but we'll see. I could have moved on to something else, or I could still be doing it. Who knows? But, yeah, I just want to say, regardless, I want to say thank you so much for all the support over such a, long period of time. And I've got some really good stuff coming up, definitely for Sword and Shield. I've got some really good, new, fresh ideas and stuff. And of course, there'll be the game's going to be very fresh then. It's going to be whole new Pokemon and lots of different things like that. And the battles are going to be awesome. And we can go through and breed all the Pokemon. I'm assuming we can still breed the Pokemon, all the new Pokemon and all the new sets and stuff like that. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But thank you very much for taking the time out of your day for watching my video, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.